Vidya. Good.
All right, we're recording.
Oh, there you go. So, hi everyone. Thank you for joining us. So, today we are going to maybe just put this screen. This is in my way. There you go. We are going to, learn about household hazardous waste. So, it's in the name, hazardous, risky, full of risk. We can simply put it like toxic chemicals. So, before we go for like how to avoid these toxic chemicals, we need to know what they are first. For that, let's look at this. What is a household hazardous waste? Like I said, like toxic chemicals. So these are the products we use in and around the house. Wait, in and around the house? Yes. We see them every day and we use them every day. So, like, these are like light bulbs, batteries, the walls, the paints we use to paint our walls, they are. And the cleaners, your mom and dad, they used to clean around the house, they are household hazardous waste. And the fertilizers we use to grow our gardens big, they are household hazardous waste. Pesticides to keep those bugs away from eating all our vegetables and plants, they are also household hazardous waste. So we are kind of living with them every day and we are exposed to them every day. So you see these diamond shape, red color diamond shape, those are the signs, warning signs you see on the packaging. So they say like health hazard, serious health hazard, acute toxicity. So how to avoid all these? That's what we are going to focus on this session today. In this session, we are going to focus on main 5 points. The first one, what are they? So we need to know first what they are. Second one, what do they do? And third, how to dispose them off. And fourth one, how to avoid them and what you can do. As a kid, you can say, I'm a kid, what I can do? These looks like very dangerous. Yes, you can do something about it. That's what we are going to learn about it today. So what are they? Like I said, like cleaning agents. All the your mom and dad, the cleaners they use to clean your bathrooms, kitchen, ovens, even your furniture polishing, they are all household hazardous, full of chemicals. That means I meant toxic chemicals, poison, batteries, paints, motor oils, light bulbs, medicines, nail polishes. So really, nail polish, because kids will, who doesn't like nail polish? I like, but there are chemicals too. That's not good, right? Uh-huh. That's so we put this in groups for you to understand. So you see this one, these are light bulbs. And these are all paint thinners and paints, all the paints we use, and gas and chemicals that we use for the spa and pool and in and around the house to clean. And these are all pesticides and fertilizers. And the main thing what we have to do is never put them in the trash or the drain. So you think, yeah, we put them down the drain and say bye-bye and we never see them again? No, that's not how it works, because they're going to come back to us in our drinking water. Because, these are all connected. They're not going really down the sink and never see us. No. So always there is one saying, what goes around comes around. So they are never leaving us. So do not put them in the water. That's the main thing we have to focus on. What do they do? This is our second part. So they, like I said, like poison. You know what poison does to our body, right? No, not good. So very adverse health effects by exposing to these products. So if something is bad for us, it's bad for the nature. And if something is bad for the nature, it's bad for us too. So because we both are connected, we are connected to the nature. So it's just not us. At the same time, we have to think about our environment too. What can we do? And that's our third part. But before that, let's look at what they really do to us. These are all the cleaners. You see, these are really hard to pronounce too. Phthalates, parabens, BPA, PVC. These are all the chemicals they put in these cleaners. They are toxic. And if you look at this picture, some of these cleaners are banned overseas. They're not allowed in some countries. And then third one, if you see it, if you use these a lot, that can, damage your lungs. That can, if you have someone in your family have asthma, these needs to be avoided. And nail polish. You saw how pretty it looks? Wow, I like the glittery pink color, but it's not pretty inside when you look closer.
Enjoy.
Why?
Okay.
The trio. The three chemicals that are in the nail polish are really bad. The formaldehyde, phthalate, toluene. That's hard to pronounce too. I didn't like that. But these are very bad for our health. Because kids always, they put their fingers in their mouth, and the nail polish, that can definitely can get in, even though you don't put it inside, but that can go through your skin. So batteries, the next one, batteries. Yes, batteries are two kinds. One is disposable. That's we see like two different kinds, that black and gold one. Those are disposables. We use and throw. And then the other part is recyclable batteries. Like we use them in cars, and also we use rechargeable batteries in cars and other devices, in computers. They contain heavy metals like mercury, lead, cadmium, nickel, silver. These are all the heavy metals those are in those big rechargeable and also the button batteries. So they are not supposed to throw in the trash, but okay, the disposable batteries are okay to throw in the trash, but we are going to get to the point later. And if you look at here, we use like 180,000 tons of batteries, like every year. That means 1,500 times as heavy as a blue whale. Oh my God. That means 1,500 times 1,500 blue whales. Oh, I get that. CFL bulbs. We have light bulbs, in our houses. So there are different kinds. But the one kind we have to focus on, that is bad kind, fluorescent bulbs. Those are called CFL. They have mercury. The mercury, it's the super, super duper bad for our health because it damages your brain. And the CFL bulbs, when they break, they emit, I'm sorry for the interruption. So the CFL bulbs, when they break, they emit mercury. So it's not, healthy to breathe those emissions too. So because mercury it's very dangerous. And also it's not good especially for the infants and young children. And paints, like I said, paints are not, the paints are not good. Why? You see that guy? He's painting his wall. What's happening? Those are the vapors. Those are gases. These gases, he is breathing them in. So the paints, they release these gases. And after the paint, it's just not about while you're painting. Those gases will stick around even after you paint. If you look at this one, the room full of those gases around, and we breathe them. And pesticides, like I said, like we use pesticides to get those bugs which who, eats our fruits and vegetables. And you see the caution, pesticide application, keep off. That means that's a danger sign. And why do you want those pesticides in our garden? We don't want that. And fertilizers. The two things about the fertilizers, if you see the picture, this area is not allowed to swim. Why? When we use a lot of fertilizers, that goes into our water system, and then these fertilizers, there is like one algae that feeds on the fertilizer, and that is called blue-green algae, and it grows, so it lacks the fertilizer and it's like multiplies a lot, and that pollutes the water. If you swim in that water, your lungs can get hurt and your digestive system also can get hurt. That's why they put the sign, no swimming, because of that bacteria and algae. And also, when they are producing these fertilizers, there is one gas releases in the factories when they make fertilizers, that is called methane. What's about methane? Methane, that everybody's saying the global warming Earth is heating up. This is the culprit. This is the number one gas that's making it happen, the heating up process. So we need to avoid this gas. And now the third part, how to dispose them safely. Like I said, we cannot put them in a drain because once they get into the water, they are going to come back to us. So there are like two things you can do. Every year, your city, you can look up online. Every year, your city does collection events. They say, people, bring those household hazardous waste to us. All the paints, batteries, bulbs, and you motor oil, whatever you have, you can collect them at your house and bring them over to them, and they dispose them safely for you so that you don't have to worry about what to go, where to go. And in between, if you have them, you can visit your local recycling centers. Every city has a recycling center. You can look for the nearby one and you can bring all these chemicals, to them, and they will take care of those for you. Okay? And like I said, keep it out of our water. That's our water. We drink them. And there are so many animals, they depend on this water. We don't want these chemicals in our water. Bulbs. Like I said, not all bulbs are bad. You see the spiral one? This is called fluorescent. This one contains mercury. So we need to avoid that. And the middle one is LED. That's a safer one. So this LED one may be a little bit like $1, $2 expensive than the fluorescent, but it is safe. Batteries, like I said, the first one you see, black and gold, those are disposables, and you use and throw, you can recharge them, and they don't have mercury. That super duper, toxic mercury, they don't have it. But all the rechargeable batteries and car batteries, your laptop batteries, and they're all contain mercury. So we cannot put them in the trash. We have to take them for the special recycling, like we discussed before. Paint, never put it down the drain. You can collect it to the recycling, bring it to the recycling center. That's what we can do. That's the best thing to do, not to put it in the trash. Okay, now we are at the almost last part, like how to avoid them. Now we know what they are, how to dispose them. Now the main point is how to avoid them, because less exposure means more, safer to you. So the less, the more you avoid these, you don't have to worry about all the poison. So the cleaners your mom and dad use to clean around the house, we can buy eco-friendly, like non-toxic ones, or you make your own. If you look at this picture, I just, if you buy glass cleaner, if you look at the prices too, if you make your own, they're always less expensive if you make your own. If you think you can make your own, then go for the non-toxic ones. There are so many available. in stores these days. And like I said, switch to LED bulbs, not the spiral CFL bulbs, because even though they are like little expensive, not so much, but they last longer and they don't contain any mercury. Even though they break, they don't emit any poisonous gases. And also better for us and environment. We have to take care of environment too, because we are dependent on our nature. Fertilizers, like I said, like we want our plants to grow big and give us more vegetables. If you give like a chemical fertilizer, like full of chemicals, if you look at this picture, it only feeds your plant. Only plants gets benefited by it. And it doesn't grow that well. If you look at the other picture, if you use organic fertilizers, that feeds the plant is very happy. And also that feeds your soil. You see the orange one? That feeds the soil and soil gets healthy. When the soil gets healthy, all the microorganisms, we need them. Again, these are not bad ones, these are good ones. They also get happy when soil gets happy and they help our plants too. See, they're all dependent. So if you look at this picture, what are organic fertilizers? There's so many. If I simply put it, like compost and manure. They are the two that widely used. If you see the next picture, compost. If you see compost, you can just simply make it at your home. You can just take a bin, make holes, and put all your vegetable, fruit scraps, dry leaves, and in 1 month or 2 months, your compost gets ready. So he's holding compost in his hand. That's not soil. It looks like soil though. But we will be having our next session on compost. And then, like I said, we don't want bugs to eat all vegetables and fruits, right? No. So we don't have to buy those insecticides, the chemicals. We don't need them. We can just go for natural ways too, like oil sprays. There are soap sprays. There are neem oil sprays. So garlic spray, chili pepper spray. I never used that. That sounds interesting. So you can try some of the homemade or natural insecticides or pesticides. There are all options out there. It's just about we have to look for them and try. Remember me saying paints, they give bad gases out and we inhale? We have an option for that, good one, like zero VOC. That means these paints are eco-friendly. They don't give out any bad gases out. So when next time you need to paint your house, look for zero VOC, okay? And then nail polishes. Oh, so I said like nail polishes also does have those chemicals, but you don't have to avoid them. We have option too, eco-friendly. You see this elephant? I like that brand, and Zoya, I also use that one. They're eco-friendly. So we don't have to worry about those chemicals in these nail polishes. Okay, the last part. We are at the last part. What can you do? You're all kids. What can we do? Okay, now you learned what they are, how to avoid them, how to dispose them. So what you can do, you can help your parents to dispose them off safely. If they are throwing your batteries, tell them, no, that's not how. Let's look at the batteries. If they are rechargeable or any other battery, then take it to the recycling center. Or if they are disposing LED bulbs, okay. The spiral CFL bulbs, tell them, no, that's not the way. So you can tell your parents. And also reducing household hazardous waste. You can always reduce. That means buy only what you need or go for the non-toxic ones like we discussed. We always have options for non-toxic ones. We don't have to really buy those chemicals. And cleaners in and around the house, because of the COVID, we are cleaning a lot. So why don't we go with the natural cleaners? Because they can, hydrogen peroxide, I clean my house with it and it kills COVID virus too. So you don't have to buy those expensive and, full of chemicals. We have options. And also do not fertilize your lawn. Like I said, no, do not buy those chemical fertilizers because they only feed the plants and they're not good for soil. And we don't want all those chemicals in and around the house. Start composting. We will learn composting soon. And we can now play Kahoot. We finished. But if you have any questions, you can, before we play Kahoot, you can ask any questions if you have. You can raise your own, you can unmute yourself and you can ask. Anyone? Okay, and also we are going to share this. We are going to upload the whole presentation in YouTube anytime if you would like to go and see what's the options, what the eco-friendly options, and what, if any information, you can always visit our YouTube channel. Okay, so Supraja, I think you're good. You can go ahead, play Kahoot. I will unmute myself.
Okay.
Try now, Supraja. I stopped sharing my screen now. You will be good now.
Okay. 1 second.
Mhm.
What was the game pin again?
It's the Kahoot. You can answer the questions. It's a quiz. It's a fun one.
It's saying I have to leave the meeting real quick and then join back. So, because it's not letting me share my screen.
Oh, I think Vidya, can you make her co-host?
No, I am. I think it's just my thing.
Okay. Maybe let's see Vidya if Vidya can play it. Vidya, do you think you can do it?
Yeah, let me just see one.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mali auntie.
Yes.
What is the code for the Kahoot?
What's that?
What is the code for the Kahoot?
You will get it. Vidya will share it.
Okay.
Okay, I got it. Let me share it right now. Can you guys see the screen?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, cool.
Let's go ahead, Vidya.
Should we start? Okay. Right. Wow, good job. All right. Hey. Good job. Nice.
Congratulations, Manchala, Maya, and Blobfish. Thanks for joining us. We will see you in 4 weeks. We are doing only monthly one session from now on, so we'll see you in 4 weeks, okay? Bye, guys. Thank you.